What if churches leveraged their biggest asset, their people, and supported them in learning how to combine their faith and passions into action that makes a real impact in their communities? The Changemaker Initiative sparks and equips people to be changemakers like Jesus in their everyday places and spaces. We began at Los Altos United Methodist Church in Silicon Valley in 2018. And as a result of generous funding from Lilly Endowment as well as private donations, we have expanded our work to congregations in multiple denominations across the country. We provide training programs and resources for clergy and lay people who want to live as faith-based changemakers. Essential aspects of our work include empowering people and their passions, shared leadership, and spiritual formation.
Through this program, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about what it means to see change making in action and what to do as a change maker versus just talking about it. I learned that, our communities needs change, and the best way to bring people to the world of faith is to show them what it means to be a part of that.
The best thing about being part of the Changemaker Fellowship is, first of all, the fellowship. There's these network of folks that, not just in the local church, but I've met and connected with people from all over, Northern California as well as Southern California and other states as well. It's been a very empowering experience for me.
Changemaker program gave you the permission to fail and permission to be free and permission to be creative. As a pastor, I feel more freedom and creativity. I will just offer free lunch, and see if it goes or not. It's now going more than a year. So much freeing experience as a pastor. The difference between Changemaker and other programs, I don't have to have a pressure to be successful. And I don't have to follow certain rules to be a change maker. That's the opposite of the change maker spirit. You just be yourself.
Some of the key takeaways for me come back to basically the foundations of Changemaker, which are the principles and the stances. Collaboration and compassion. In my profession, I tend to collaborate with others a lot. Creativity is always a little harder for me, and I've found that there's some ways that I can be more creative just by listening or paying attention to what others are doing or what I'm hearing. And certainly the empowerment piece is a huge takeaway, not just for myself, but for others as well, as we've brought this back to the local church.
Change the Story is about giving young people who are in social activist places or spaces the opportunity to intersect with people of faith, to do things out in the world that they might not otherwise get to do because there's no money or they don't have the connections or the resources to make the things happen that they've been dreaming about.
So when I was partnered with a faith community for Change the Story, it was all around creating a production studio. It was very important in my community. In the Bay Area, Black people, there's so few of us. We're not in the curriculum, we're not holders of our own history. So working with Change the Story and my faith team, we wanted to create a production studio that would create documentaries. Working with the faith team and Change the Story, it became super easy to get the proper connections I needed, work with a crew of people to help fundraise and get the production studio equipped and then built. For people who are considering being part of this program, I can't say enough how impactful it is. Everyone's like, oh, it's just a few-month program. No, you're gonna have these connections really for life.
The individuals who facilitate the program are just amazing. They're really wonderful to work with. I know sometimes we hesitate to engage with something because it's like, is this gonna feel right? Or, are people going to judge me? But I really feel like the facilitators provide a judgment-free zone, a place where you can really grow and learn and you can be vulnerable.
Changemaker is a way to be open to new possibilities. I would encourage others, anyone, to go on this journey with the Changemaker Fellowship.
Be part of this work that catalyzes people to put their faith into action as changemakers, which transforms individuals, churches, and communities. Share the Changemaker Initiative with your networks. Partner with us to create a learning opportunity where you are. Sign up to receive our newsletters and event information. Donate to activate more changemakers in more places. Join this movement that believes in risking something big for something good.